Okay, so today I'm going to answer a question that a lot of hard gainers ask, and that is, how do you build muscle without having to eat a whole lot of food? Okay, and the answer is you don't. Okay, you don't eat a lot of food, you're not going to build a lot of muscle. Now, I'm going to get back to this answer real quick. But first of all, I just wanted to say why I'm even discussing this topic in a video. And the reason is, I was talking to somebody, and the conversation reminded me of a blog post that I had read a while ago. It wasn't my blog, it was, well, basically the guy was talking about how to build muscle as a hard gainer. And one of the things he mentioned was eating a lot of food, okay? And he made some examples. And somebody actually commented, and he said, you know, how can I do this without eating so much food? I want to build muscle, but I'm not interested in eating that much for the rest of my life, or for years or whatever. And he actually put a little smiley at the end. Okay, how do I build muscle without eating this much? Smiley. Like, he actually did that, and I couldn't believe it. Because please explain this to me. I don't understand. Why is it that people think when you're talking about, health, fitness, nutrition, that people think that they have the right to ask asinine questions? I mean, seriously, what do you think would happen if somebody was like a law professor or a professional tutor, okay? And, they had like a blog and somebody wrote like, I want to be a lawyer, but I don't want to go to college, much less law school. So how do I become a lawyer without going to school for so many years? Smiley. You'd be like, what in the hell is wrong with you? You want to accomplish something massive, okay? You want to become a lawyer. I mean, just becoming a lawyer is just a massive undertaking. And you want to do that without going to law school and without even going to college? Are you a moron? What the hell kind of a question is that? What's wrong with you? Do you have a disability? Is something seriously wrong with you that excuses you to ask a question like this? I mean, seriously. I mean, is English not your first language, and like you're trying to say something that makes sense, but your command of the English language is not sufficient for you to ask the question in a way that makes sense? What the hell kind of a moron asks how they're going to go to become a lawyer without going to college or law school? There is no way. And now that's the thing here. Okay, there is no way to get results in fitness without getting results in fitness, doing what it takes to get the results, okay? Results don't just come. If results were to come just by doing nothing, you wouldn't be asking about gaining muscle, losing fat, or anything, because you'd already be there, okay? So that's like something that I really don't understand. Like, people talk, for instance, these days, about like, oh yeah, you could still eat your favorite foods and lose weight. That's true. You can't eat as much of your favorite foods, and you cannot eat them constantly as much as you want. What it means is, when you say if it fits your macros, you can eat, your favorite foods, it means, okay, well, let's see, ho-hos have so many calories. So if I, like, let's say, for instance, the way people talk, like, I eat huge meals because I'm in intermittent fasting. It doesn't mean you can eat huge meals all day. What it means is, let's say, you can eat like, 18 or 2,000 calories a day, okay? Well, guess what? If you don't eat shit all day, you could sit down and eat a 1,500 calorie meal, okay? And still be under your calories and still lose fat. It doesn't mean you could wake up in the morning and eat a 1,500 calorie meal and then have a 1,500 calorie meal for lunch, and then a 1,500 calorie meal for dinner, and 500 calorie snacks all through the day. It means if you don't eat anything all day, you could sit down and eat a 1,500 calorie meal and still be saving, your calories and still lose fat, okay? People talk these days, oh, endless cardio is not necessary to lose weight. That's true. You know what it's called? It's called eating even less, okay? If you eat at your maintenance calories, that means the calories you need to survive in the day, and you burn, let's say, 500 calories a day through cardio, okay? So you're dieting and doing cardio, you'll lose, theoretically speaking, mathematically speaking, about a pound a week. Now, you want to do that without cardio? eat even less. Go on a diet to your maintenance calories, which for most people is a huge jump just to eat no more than they need. Then you need to cut 500 calories out of that to get the same 500 calorie deficiency or deficit you're going to have if you do 500 calories worth of cardio a day. So of course it is possible. It doesn't mean sit on your ass all day and eat ho-hos and you're going to be fine. What it means is if you want to eat huge meals of junk food, you can't eat anything else all day. What it means is if you're not going to do cardio, you have to diet even more. You could eat even less if you're not going to do cardio and still try to lose weight. Okay? You know, you could eat the foods you like. You can't eat everything you want. I mean, my girlfriend was on the If It Fits Your Macros calorie counting thing for a while. I mean, I remember I was sitting down next to my girlfriend in bed one time and she's looking at MyFitnessPal. She's like, oh, I got 250 calories left. And she jumps up out of bed and she was all excited. She got this tiny little sleeve of donuts. These tiny little mini donuts. It was like 4 or 5 of them in a little pack. And she sat down and ate them. And she was happy. Now, if you could do that, that's good. I can't, okay? Now, when somebody says you can eat donuts and still lose weight, that's what it means. It means if you diet all day and you have a couple hundred calories left in your to reach the amount of calories you're eating in a day, you can use those couple hundred calories for donuts. It doesn't mean you can wake up in the morning and eat a half a dozen donuts. Okay, drink coffee with cream and sugar and shit, which has hundreds of calories in it as well when you go to Starbucks or whatever. Eat a massive lunch of barbecue wings and stuff. You know, come home for dinner and eat a pizza and a half, and then eat the rest of the half a dozen of donuts from the breakfast at night. You can't do that. Okay? If you eat like nothing all day, yeah, you could eat a meal of damn chicken wings at lunch. You can't do anything for breakfast or for dinner. Okay? You know, I mean, yes, it is true, okay, that, you know, I am never really hungry because I usually eat high fat, okay? If I eat steak and eggs, okay, you know, I'm not hungry. I have a lot of fat. I still keep my calories down. You know, my carbs are down. Everything's great. I can't go into the damn IHOP and have, you know, waffles and pancakes and syrup and burries and all kinds of crap. I literally, like right now here, I've got everything written down that I eat, okay? I've got the steaks written down that I eat. I've got my liver tabs that I take. I've got the calories and the protein from them. I got exactly how much protein, carbs, fat, calories I'm taking a day, the ratios of protein, fat, and carbs, exactly, okay? Because I want results. So if you're like, well, I don't want to count calories, I don't want to do cardio, I don't want to, you know, give up my favorite foods, I don't want to restrict myself in any way, but I still want to lose weight and build muscle, you're not going to. You know, yes, it is true. You could eat less food, okay, if you eat fat, and you'll get more calories, okay? So like I said, on my diet, where I go ahead and I eat, you know, a lot of fat and a lot of protein, yeah, because I eat so much fat, and fat has 9 calories per gram as opposed to 4 calories per gram of protein or carbs, yeah, I eat less food and my calories are still up, okay, because, you know, because of what I eat. But you still need to eat a certain amount of food. So that's basically what I'm trying to say here. I mean, listen, you know, if somebody's saying you don't have to do anything, they're lying. They're just lying. It's just straight up fact. Okay? You know, if somebody says that you can eat your favorite foods, yeah, you have to be very careful, count every single calorie you're eating to eat your favorite foods. And that means you could just eat a few of your favorite foods. You know, eat a couple slices of pizza. Okay, I mean, I remember the first time that If It Fits Your Macros came out, it was Muscle Media 2000. It was a magazine. The guy, Bill Phillips, I think was his name, wrote Body for Life. You know, Muscle Media 2000 became Muscle Media. He owned EAS. It was a supplement company and stuff like that. And he was the one, he's like, yeah, you know, he basically has like lean protein, you know, protein shakes, whether protein shakes or chicken or whatever, you know, lean protein all day. And then at night, yeah, you know, I'll just eat a little bit of whatever I want, maybe a slice of pizza or two. And that was basically the beginning of If It Fits Your Macros. But listen, he didn't say, yeah, I sit on my ass all day and eat ho-hos. No, he didn't say that. He says he is very strict with his diet. He drinks a protein shake. He eats some chicken, you know, some really lean meat. Okay, he barely eats any calories. And then because he didn't eat a whole lot of calories during the day, at the end of the day, if he wants to have a slice of pizza or two, He could. But like I said, he doesn't drink soda and huge Starbucks coffees all day, eat Ho-Hos all day. He didn't even say, even though he's strictly dieting, he has massive amounts of muscle mass, so he burns more calories than an average human being, and he does cardio. He still didn't say that he eats, a half a pizza or an entire pizza by himself. He just says a couple slices of pizza after he was extremely strict all day. So like I said, that's basically what I'm saying. You can eat whatever you want as long as you very strictly limit what you eat. You can eat a huge meal of 1,500 calories worth of fast food if you don't eat shit all day and do intermittent fasting. You don't have to do cardio if you eat 300 to 500 calories less than you were eating before, okay, that you would normally burn, okay? And like I said, in terms of, oh yeah, well, I want to build muscle, but I don't want to eat a whole lot of food, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. So like I said, just transpose all of your questions into, something else. Like let's say legal advice here, okay? I want to become a lawyer, but I don't want to go to college. I don't want to study. I don't want to pay attention in class. I don't want to have to take any tests, but I still want to become a lawyer. It's not going to happen. Okay? And that's the same thing with fitness. You do need to eat a certain amount of food to build muscle. You do have to exercise to build muscle, okay? You have to diet. You have to somehow restrict what you can eat. You can never eat as much as you want of whatever you want, whenever you want, as often as you want, and lose fat, okay? If you don't want to do cardio, fine. You're going to have to eat even less, and there's no way around it. So like I said, just don't look for, some cop-out like, how do I eat everything I want to eat, whenever I want to eat it, constantly, all day, every single day, without counting calories or anything. Plus, I don't want to work out ever again for the rest of my life, but I want to have 23-inch biceps and a 19-inch waist. It's not gonna happen.